Hey guys, Christian here. Welcome back to another video. So today I'm very excited because today's video takes place here in my garage. Something I used to do on my channel way back. And then I lost the garage and now I got another one, so I have room to work on my own cars. Today we'll be working on the E46 M3. I know you guys have been requesting it nonstop on Instagram, asking me to make more content on this car. Today we'll be focusing on the interior. We're gonna do an upgrade that not only is gonna change the way you drive the car and how it feels, but also how it looks. If you guys have been around the channel for a while, you guys would be very familiar with this upgrade. It's one of my favorite ones you can do to the interior of the car. This right here is a custom steering wheel from Aza Auto Wheel. Don't pay attention to the packaging, guys. It was nicely packaged and very protected, but I had to inspect it when it first arrived like a few weeks ago, so that's why it looks like this. But let me give you guys a better look. I'll set it up here. Guys, look at this work of art. It's absolutely beautiful. I actually designed this the way that I wanted to, and then the guys at Aza Auto Wheel made it a reality. This is why I like going with that company, because whatever you want on your steering wheel, they'll make it happen. And that applies not only to BMW, but pretty much any other car brand as well. They've decided to expand recently and they're super versatile. I decided to customize mine with Alcantara on the sides right here, and then we have Alcantara on the center trim plate that goes right here. And I decided to do something that's, you know, a trend right now, which is forged carbon. Not a lot of cars carry forged carbon, so it's very unique, a very easy way to stand out. I do have a very unique orange color stripe here. There's a specific reason to that. I'll tell you guys about that maybe in a future video. But yeah, this came out very freaking good. And of course, how can I not talk about this LED display? This is what makes the steering wheel very special. It's the same screen that comes like on M Performance steering wheels. You'll have additional information here that you can get from the OBD port from the car. I believe it's for like BMWs 2000 and up can utilize this. You have the shifter indicators here and whatever other information that gets displayed here. I'm gonna have to play with it later on and see what else it is, but that's a very nice touch. But I think you guys will probably make fun of me for one reason, which I'll tell you guys here in a bit. So this is the interior of my E46 M3, and it's very funny because I have shifter paddles, right? SMG. The problem is I've been trolling people for the last few months because boom, a traditional 6-speed manual and shifter paddles. And I'll tell people, you know, sometimes I feel like shifting with the paddles and sometimes with the stick shift, and they're so confused. This used to be an SMG car. The guys at Precision Sport Industries did the manual conversion. That's why I have a 6-speed here. SMG system here was going bad, so instead of spending thousands to fix that, I decided to just go the more reliable way. So these paddles are finally coming off. The steering wheel is coming off. And that kind of raises the question that I got LED lights for a 6-speed manual, which kind of seems counterintuitive to some people, right? Because you would normally get it on a DCT, a dual clutch transmission, or on a SMG, right? Because you'll see the indicator lights and you'll just press it and you get immediate, I guess, results once you shift the gears. On a 6-speed, you don't really see a lot of people rocking the LEDs, but you know what? I decided to do it anyways. So if you guys want to give me some crap for that, that's fine by me. It doesn't bother me at all. Not only is the custom steering wheel going to make the interior look really good, but it's going to pair very well with this head unit from Extrons. I installed it not too long ago, and this has, you know, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, screen mirroring functions. Has really good integrated music system where, you know, you can dial in every possible setting. This looks freaking awesome. And then paired with the custom steering wheel from Aza Auto Wheel, it's just going to be a great combination. If you guys are interested in seeing the video where I installed the head unit and gave my first impressions, I'll link that video down in the description below. It's a very good video. I feel like it's a must for these type of cars, and you can get the same type of unit for other BMW models as well. So link down in the description if you guys want to see that video. Anyways, going back to the steering wheel, guys, this is one upgrade that I recommend to every single car guy. It completely changes the driving experience of your car. I am telling you from experience. On the E93, I wasn't a believer. Then I upgraded it to a custom steering wheel from Aza Auto Wheel, and it completely changed everything. I would find myself making excuses to go drive for no reason just because it felt that great. It feels sportier. It feels very nice in the hands. It's nice and thick. You can customize it however you want, so it becomes a very unique upgrade. Highly recommend it. If you guys want one, make sure to reach out to Aza Auto Wheel. I'll leave their Instagram down in the description below. I'll also leave a link to their website as well if you guys are interested. Highly recommend. If you guys don't want to wait for custom steering wheels, they always have a few in stock. They're already pre-made, so hit them up. I forgot to mention, look at the orange here on the inside to match the orange stripe at the top. I mean, the craftsmanship, the amount of detail, this is all handmade by them guys. This is good stuff right here. And obviously before they send it out, they inspect it to ensure quality is good. I just have to install whatever module it came with, which like I said, I'm new to this. I don't know how any of this stuff works, but they were able to tell me that this is all plug and play. Should be able to plug it up with the wires there, and inside of the car, and I would be good to go. One thing that I really like about this upgrade is that it's a very simple process from start to end. You order it, pay for it, have Aza Auto Wheel do all the hard work. It takes like 15 minutes to install, assuming you can get the old steering wheel off. It can get a little bit tricky. I'll show you guys in a bit. And that's it. You have a transform interior and you have more fun driving the car. I'm going to go ahead and start by taking off the negative terminal from the battery, since we're going to be dealing with the airbag. We want to be safe. But first, let me go ahead and lock the steering wheel. So step number one, you have these little inserts here on the back of the steering wheel. You got one on this side, and then you also have one right there. The airbag is held on by clips that's built into the steering wheel. The idea is to put in like a flathead screwdriver, try to find a spring mechanism, push it, pop it out. Easier said than done. I spent almost like an hour on the E93 doing it. It was so tricky, but I think I have the confidence and experience to do this even faster with this steering wheel. So here's the new steering wheel. They have the same slots right there, so all you have to do is take a flathead and then you'll find a spring. Let me flip it over and I'll show you exactly what you're pressing. You see the springs right here? This is it. You want to get to that point. All right, so I'll insert the flathead screwdriver, and then essentially you have to just feel it around for that spring. I'm trying to do this here with one hand. Hold on. There you go. You see how the spring moves? That's it. That's how you release the airbag. And then the rest is pretty simple. Not gonna lie, I'm proud of myself. That's the fastest I've ever taken off one of these airbags from a BMW steering wheel. I guess once you do it a few times, it becomes easier. But yeah, there we go. Airbag is off. I just got to remove the connections from the back here. We got two connections to the airbag. And then I think that's a 16mm bolt. We'll remove that. Steering wheel comes right off, and then we'll move on to the next step. The clips here on the connections are pretty simple to remove. You just kind of lift up here. Let's see. God, doing this one hand is hard. There you go. And this is a good reason why you might want to disconnect the battery, because if you got some faulty electrical connections, can you imagine this airbag going off right here? That would freaking suck. There you go. So they should be able to just pull right off. There you have it, guys. That is the airbag. So we'll go ahead and put that on the side and we'll continue with the rest. The new wheel does have some pre-installed wiring here. I'm not sure how much of this I would have to transfer over here, or if the harness does everything. So let's just go with the flow and remove the steering wheel. Here's what both wheels look like side by side. Guys, this car is gonna get a massive upgrade with the steering wheel. It's a night and day difference. Obviously, it's a little thicker here. You have better ergonomics, so you can grip it correctly when you're going for spirited drives. You have the upgrade here with the LCD. Overall, this just looks like a more expensive, more premium steering wheel than the one that the M3 normally comes with. And I'm actually glad that I get to finally get rid of the SMG paddles. But yeah, here's the difference right here, guys. Very cool, isn't it? So I spent a few minutes looking at everything that was included in the box, and I think I might have just figured everything out. A lot of information coming your way right now. So this module is for the LED screen. This goes connected to the OBD port inside of the car, and then this becomes your new available OBD port. So in case you have a scan tool or anything like that, you're going to be using this port from now on. You got this wire that says horn return wire that goes connected over to another wire they included. Acts like an antenna. You leave it alone. Now we need power for the LED screen. That's what these two wires are for. The red one is labeled as connector 12 volt, and then the black one here is for ground. How we get power? Pretty simple. You transfer over the old harness from the old steering wheel that goes connected to the airbag. That goes in here. You tap into it. You connect these. That's how you get power. Pretty simple. I'm glad I figured it out. Hopefully it works out. I'm going to go ahead and do all the wire stuff right now, and then we'll get the wheel on the car. So I went ahead and partially installed the wheel onto the car. I decided not to tap into this harness, the airbag one. I actually decided to use a cruise control since I wasn't using it. This is one of the things that got deleted once we did the manual conversion on this car, so I had no use for it. So I went ahead and used a device like this to measure the voltage to make sure I was getting 12 volts. And I decided to tap into that, and honestly I left this like this because who cares? I'm not using it anyways. Obviously if you guys want your cruise control and you still have that active in your car, you might just want to tap into this one, but make sure you get the right wire. Connected the ground wire. What I'm going to end up doing right now is connecting the airbag back on. I'm not going to tighten everything up. I just want to make sure that the LED screen works, and then I'll go ahead and button everything up and obviously do a little bit of wire management right here. And yeah, we'll move on to the next step where I show you guys some of the features and we take the car for a drive. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if this works. Absolutely nothing. Where did I mess up? After looking at the setup for like 20 seconds and like scratching my head, I realized where I messed up at. Like, such a silly mistake. But since I'm not afraid to show you guys that I mess up, let me show you what I did wrong. The cruise control harness, I tapped into the wrong side. It was supposed to be this side, because this is the side that gets plugged in up here, and that's how you draw power, not from here. The buttons do not provide any power. Ugh, such a low moment. But hey, it is what it is. I went ahead and attached it to the correct one. To avoid that issue, all you have to do is join all three and you're good to go. But like I said, I'm not going to use cruise control, so who cares? Now I should be able to plug this in, have enough power, plug the battery back in, and the airbag, and this should work properly. Let's see. All right, so take two. Let's try this again. And somehow I screwed up again. Let me try to start the car. Oh my god, this sucks. This sucks. Guys, I continue to have failing moments. I used this earlier to check the 12 volt power from these wires earlier, and I thought I checked the white one. Apparently, I went ahead and double checked it. There's no power coming from here. The red one is the one that's producing the 12 volts power that I need for this. So I went ahead and took it off, and then I tapped into the red one. Hopefully third time's the charm, right? Let's see. Feel free to clown me down in the comment section below. You have my permission, but honestly I'm showing you my mistakes to show you that nobody is perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and connect this battery and it should work. All right, fingers crossed. Let's go. There it is. Those beautiful lights. There it is. We got it, boys. I went ahead and held both buttons on the LED screen. It starts a countdown, 83 seconds, 82 seconds. At that point, I have to move over to the box right here, and there should be a button where I can press or hold down right there, and it should sync together. Let's see. Well, I'm still holding. Let's see. I hope I connected this the right way. Yep, there you go, it's synced. We are good to go, and it's showing the RPM right there and the speed in kilometers. I'm gonna have to change that to miles per hour. It's probably gonna be very hard for you guys to see since it's so freaking sunny outside right now. I'm gonna go ahead and redisconnect the battery so I can finish the installation, tighten everything up, and then I'll show you guys some of the features, and then give you guys my take on this on the new steering wheel, give you guys my impressions. And that is successfully installed. Look at that beauty, guys. Look at that beauty. All right, so here's the plan. I'm gonna connect the battery. I'm gonna go play with the steering wheel for a little bit and see what everything that it offers, all the features and stuff, so I can better explain it to you guys. Then I'm gonna clean up that wire mess by the OBD port. And then after that, once the sun goes down, we'll go for a ride. I'll do like a POV style video so you guys can get the full effect. Plus, when the sun goes down, I'm sure the LEDs look excellent. So let's do it. All right, guys, so I had some time to mess around with the steering wheel. This thing is freaking dope. So at the moment, it's just giving me the oil temperature reading. Let me see if I can do this so it doesn't flash. 1 second, let me see. There you go. Messing with the settings on the camera so you guys can see. So at the moment, it's just showing the temperature for the oil. If I press this left button here, it'll give me the RPM. So if I rev, you see, it'll rev. When I drive, it'll tell me the miles per hour. It was previously on a kilometer. I changed it to miles an hour. If you hold this button right here, it'll take you to like one of the menus where it kind of categorizes a few things here. This is, I don't even know what this is, but this is like the race mode where you can record lap times and stuff like that. It'll tell you the best 0 to 60 time. Pretty freaking cool stuff. I'll hold the button back so I can go to the settings. Once you go to the settings, you'll go in there, and you got a bunch of other stuff. I messed with the brightness a little bit to make it brighter. It goes a lot brighter than this. So let's see, if I go, I'll press it, and then I'll go to this one right here. I'll hold it, and then you can make it brighter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I will bring it lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I only count so I can remember where the previous setting was at. I can bring it lower, and it makes it, you see. So I think there's 20 settings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, so 20. I'll hit the back button here. And then I'm not entirely sure what this does right here. There's a lot of things that I have to look up. I don't know with a lot of the stuff. I think that's for the instrument cluster, so it'll coordinate maybe. Let me go back. If you go further down the menu, there's more stuff. There's clock, oil temperature, where you can change it from Fahrenheit to Celsius. I guess the mileage on your gas tank, how much you got left over. If you got a turbocharger, it can measure your PSI either in bar or in PSI itself. Check it out, see? That's freaking awesome. You can also adjust and customize the color of your LEDs. I did mess with that a little bit as well. Anyways, you guys get the point. I can probably be here forever going through every single option. Essentially, I'll just go to this side right here, and then I'll hold this button. That's how you activate it, and then you get to this menu, which is pretty cool. As you drive, the LEDs climb, and once they climb to the top here, that means it's time to shift. Like I said before, it's more practical if you have a paddle shifter, since it happens instantly. With a stick shift, there's a bit of a delay, but you know what? I like it. And only one last thing to do, which is like the most important thing, is to drive the damn car. I'll put it in POV format so it feels like you guys are behind the wheel experiencing it. Like I said before, guys, these upgraded steering wheels completely change the driving dynamics, the driving experience. If you guys want a custom one, make sure and hit up Aza Auto Wheel, link down in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure and hit the like button. It really does help out the channel. And make sure to subscribe for more content. I have a lot of E90 stuff coming up, more E46, more M5, and even more E30. Links to everything down in the description below. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you next time.